hello, and you're back from Foodinati UK, and it's Harry Knox here from Burner, and you know what this whole trip's been about? It's like catching you guys. So, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a long drive up, and so far the venue is very, very sweaty. So,
isn't it?
And you're sweaty as well.
We're all sweating.
So, yeah, it's gonna be hot up there tonight.
Yeah, like all good hardcore gigs are.
I'd hope so. Yeah.
I mean, the venue reminds me a bit of like if you took the Boom and the 1 in 12 club and mashed them together, and they had a hardcore child.
For sure, definitely. Yeah, it's got that kind of DIY feel to it. It's all pretty raw, pretty basic, but that's the vibe. So it's gonna be good.
So it's been a few months, well, a couple of months, isn't it, since you dropped your record?
Yeah, back in June, end of June, 23rd.
Yeah, and the shockwaves were felt all over the place. One of the main reasons why we're doing this interview is because so many bands were just like, have you heard Burner? And it helps that you're on such a great label as well.
Yeah, Church Road Records, wonderful people.
Yeah.
Honestly, doing God's work.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with the good groundwork Harriet put in, raising the profile. It's a bit much like Pupil Slicer did with Prosthetic. You know, it's like it seems to be riding that like UK wave.
Yeah, it's Harriet, it's Celestial Sanctuary, it's Wallowing, it's Helpless. It's all of these amazing bands that come before. Svalbard as well, and they've only gone on to bigger and greater things.
Oh so. Yeah. Their next album, it's all happening for them.
It's going to be wicked. It's going to be absolutely wicked.
Absolutely. I had the pleasure of interviewing the band at Portals this year. Now, so after the summer, you've been out and about, haven't you?
Yeah. We did a tour in Ireland. It was our first tour overseas, and I mean, not big C, right?
Yeah.
But overseas
still counts.
Yeah, it still counts as far as I'm concerned. It still counts. So yeah, we went overseas for 3 dates, but just a really wonderful experience. It's amazing to go to another country and have other people appreciate your music like that. And then we came back and we did 5 dates in England with Grief Ritual. And they're
wonderful band.
Another just hard-working, heavy as fuck band. And if you haven't heard Grief Ritual, listen to Grief Ritual, okay?
The intensity of that band live, especially their singer. The singer is just like shaking with rage. Like,
absolutely.
So intense. So one thing that strikes me when I listen to your album is, I'm a big Converge fan, right? So do you get this a lot? Do people mention Converge to you? Because it sounds like it's part of the sonic stew. Not all of it, but some of it.
We get Converge a fair amount, and it's kind of funny because I'm really like the only Converge fan in the band, like big Converge fan. If you had to ask Nathan or Finn, they're not, and they're more the songwriters.
Right.
They're not as big a fan as I am. They like, they like them, we respect them, and we all think the world of Kurt Ballou.
Oh yeah.
Right, but Converge, like for me, they're just this amazing band. I got Jane Doe tattooed on my arm.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. Well, they were certainly band of the year for me that I've seen this year. So I saw the other bands have all been brilliant, but Converge at Arc Central, wow.
I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that at all. They're amazing.
It's been a tough year. Everyone's been brilliant, and it is such a tough year. Like, what do you think? Is there something in the water for British music this year? Because there's so many bands.
Honestly, I mean, I couldn't tell you what it is. I just think people have been talking about it, and then, it's music journalism, so everybody's got an opinion like this, but, people are saying, it's the new wave of, like, British extreme music, like, heavy metal, and to be a part of that, or for people to say that we're a part of that is, it's amazing. But there's so many amazing bands brought out killer records this year. Wallowing, my absolute favorite. Earthquake.
I saw them last week, actually.
Yeah.
Great lads.
And you got to keep an eye out for Mastiff next year.
Oh, Mastiff. We've just had Mastiff.
Yeah, their new album will fucking destroy you.
And their Hot Sauce as well.
Yeah.
Which we reviewed just a little bit ago. So, Wallowing were a funny one because I saw them, they're intense, and then they told me about the comic books.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, watch out for that interview. If you haven't watched it already, go find it. So for the rest of the year, what have you got planned?
For the rest of the year, we've got a few dates here and there. Obviously, we're playing Love Day today, and then we've got a few dates towards the end of the year, a few individual shows. We're playing with Eval in December. In October, we're playing Tunbridge Wells with Allfather, and then the thing I'm very, very excited for, we're playing with Hang the Bastard for 3 dates in December.
Oh, nice.
And Hang the Bastard are a band that I have loved since I was a teenager. I just think the absolute world of that band, and I could not be more excited. It's 3 dates, but just
I think I saw them at Damnation once or something like that.
Yep.
And they were just intense. They remind me of like Mistress and bands like that.
Yeah.
You know, they're good. They're good.
Heavy groove. Just
man.
they get it right.
Massive as well. Wonderful band, and that sort of vein of like heavy as a bag of like concrete.
Yeah. Just sludgy, nasty goodness. I mean, what more do you want?
Sludgy, nasty goodness. So all it remains to say is thank you so much for being on Foodinati UK.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
We'll be catching up with you with a bit of live footage in a bit.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much,
dude.
Cheers. And as usual, if you like what you see there, please subscribe, hit the bell, hit the notifications, leave a comment. You know what to do. It keeps us doing what we do. Hi, ever get into an idea that you really wish you hadn't? Well,
sometimes.
Last time Ty from Inheritor was on the show, he bought me some weird and wonderful things at the end of his interview, and it was a great laugh. So I said, let's do this more often.
They were food related, just to put that out there. I didn't bring like a bouncy castle with like a party still going on or anything wacky like that. It was just food.
Of a sort. Anyway, this is a new section we're calling Ty's Mystery Bag. Right, so what have you brought me this week?
We've got a bit of an eclectic range of things. So I got an idea in my head, thought, you know what, I've travelled a little bit, I've been some places, what can I hone in on, and you know, what can I use from my experience there? I'm part Polish. I try to keep in touch with my Polish heritage. There's loads of Polish shops around Leeds and Bradford and Yorkshire.
I see where this is going.
So I thought, you know what, let's have a quick Google. There's about 10 in Armley, on Armley High Street, Polski Sklep, Romanian, Lithuanian, Latvian, all the good, you know, Baltic stuff.
Right.
So we've got a few bits like that.
Let's go.
And then I'm going to bring these out, you know, in real time. So there are some other bits as well.
We'll do two at a time.
Do two at a time, okay.
Yeah.
Right, well,
I'm making the rules up as I go along. What?
This is quite that's quite felicitous actually, because I know on Foodinati you like your crisps, like you know, sundry snacks like that, like
lovely.
You know, the squid crisps, shallot stuff. This is starting us off sweet and nice, but it's also a little bit weird. So I'm pretty sure these are Polish, and yeah, you never really see crisp flavours like this. So I thought, you know, I'm coming on the show again. Perfect match. And the Polish, like Behemoth.
Right, these aren't tiger flavour. I can see here these are strawberry flavour crisps.
Strawberry flavour, like corn puffs or something.
Ooh. Right, we are off on something that isn't chicken's feet, so I'm kind of relieved at that. Let's go.
And then they're the second ones, which we'll do in a second. I've not got any experience with these things, by the way, either. So.
Well, you guys know I love a crisp. We've just done that thing with Burner and the Carolina Reaper crisp, so let's have a go. All right. Oh, they're really strawberry flavour.
Oh, you know, do you remember when you used to get a Yazoo at school and you get 2 sips and you're like, strawberries don't taste like this, this tastes like pasteurised milk.
Tell me what that feels like to you after the strawberries faded.
Let's have one more just to check.
I'll tell you what I think it's like once the strawberries faded.
I mean, it's like chewing on packing material.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the little, like, polystyrene things that are shaped like that.
If it looks like packing material, if it tastes like packing material,
probably consists of packing material. They're not too bad actually. They've almost got a popcorny aftertaste. You know,
a little bit, yeah.
You get the strawberry popcorn
a little
and
bit.
Stuff.
I mean, if I was still drinking, maybe.
They're not unpleasant.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'll leave that with you.
You know what? I think strawberry flavoured stuff is a bit hit and miss. That's not that bad.
It's like a Yazoo strawberry rather than a normal strawberry. Right, next. Yep.
They might be a bit better or
toffee flavour.
Horrendously worse.
Toffee flavour of the same packing material.
These square ones. These look more square.
No, they're the
same things.
They're the same.
It's like that cheap stuff that's a mix between like sponge and polystyrene.
Right, here we go. Right, I'll go at the same time as you.
Oh, that
actually smell quite good.
Smell that. Smell the bag.
Oh, they smell quite
nice,
delicious.
That should be a new herbal essences.
Right.
All right.
Funnily enough, oh, mind you, when it fades off, it's
That's got more staying power. That one lingers more. It's more potent.
so. In the battle of the Polski crisps, who's winning?
They smell nicer,
Right.
and they taste a bit more natural. These smell horrendous. Like they smell like some kind of baby formula, or like you know when you don't mix your Horlicks right, and you get that like that
Yeah, that's scum.
That scum, or at the bottom, like with protein powder, you have to scrape it away because you've made a layer where it's like vacuum sealed. So they don't really taste so much.
But they smell nice.
But they smell good. And then probably these. But I'd sit and eat both of them. I don't know who I'm trying to kid.
Well, I'll give them for you for your movie night later on. No.
Okay, right, well.
you can.
This is thank you to the Amazon warehouse that was raided in the process of producing these. All that packing material.
I'm going to have to just wash that down. We'll see you next time for another episode of Ty's Mystery Bag.
Thank you.